Gates here with Spartan Trades and another $1,000 breakdown. Today I traded ticker FSLY, made $1,090 on the day. The main trade we're going to be talking about is this one right here, the $1,000 gainer. 2793 is my account number. I'm trading the weekly options call contracts. This was posted in my Discord server at 7:07 a.m. The reason I'm showing you that is to verify the profits so that you know it's real. This is not a paper trading account. These are real profits straight off the watch list and called in chat. So let's get to the trade. Remember, I always start my analysis on the daily chart time frame. This allows me to see the larger areas of support and resistance. I've talked about, so right here yesterday we had resistance at the 130 mark. Okay, so we're just going to draw a trend line right there. I've talked about this previously. A stock trading at the all-time highs is a likely high probability setup for a continuation into the next day should it break that all-time high mark. All right, so what I mean by that is the stock is never traded at this price point before. So there is little to no resistance overhead other than hold numbers such as 135 and 140 acting as a resistance, right? There's nothing there that's stopping this from just continuing to run. We saw that today. A good example was Roku, ROKU. So right after this broke out, 228 was the high. As soon as it broke over that, I mean, it still pushed another $11 despite recovering from the lows here at or around 220. All right, so FSLY was an all-time high break, likely continuation play. It was on the watch list. It was actually a side chart watch for us, but what I liked about this in the first 5 minutes, so I'm moving to the 5-minute chart time frame. In the first 5 minutes, you had this massive candle push from 127.50 up to about 133. And that right there instantly put that on my radar. I was like, okay, this has some strength. It's pushing against the overall market because remember /ES this morning, this opened red and was coming down. So FSLY was doing a few things here. It was breaking the resistance at 128, 129, 130. It was breaking all-time highs, and it was trading against the overall trend of the market, right? Showing relative strength despite what the market was doing. It's actually making new highs while the market's coming down. That is a very bullish sign. These are all very bullish signs. So I was super interested in taking this trade. I mentioned to the team that I was looking for a dip entry, and ideally, I would have liked to take a dip entry down here at 130, but given the circumstances, I wanted to get in as early as possible. So as soon as I saw this thing start to pull back, it actually pushed up to about 134 before closing down at this price point. I wanted to make sure that I got in and didn't miss that next leg up. All right, so during consolidation phases, right, what you see right here, you can switch to the smaller time frame chart. So be it the 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute chart, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can switch to the smaller time frame charts to get a better understanding and idea of what's going on. I moved to the 1-minute chart time frame. All right, and then we can kind of clearly see that during that consolidation phase, this is known as a bull flag pattern. So you have an initial run up, right, and then a pullback, typically on lower volume. Do you see this volume? You have a pullback on lower volume occurring, and then you'll get a breakout on higher volume. So here's your higher volume. That's confirming the breakout move for you. There are multiple ways to trade this pattern. One way to trade the pattern is to wait for a candle to close over the downward trend line here and the volume to come in, and then you take the entry, right? When you do it, when you enter like that though, what you're doing is you're sacrificing this profit, right? So you're sacrificing buying at the bottom and sacrificing that profit for more confirmation, which means you have less risk because you have confirmation. This particular trade, because of the three things that I mentioned earlier, with it breaking new all-time highs, going against the overall trend of the market, and breaking the resistance points, I felt comfortable taking this trade earlier down at the bottom rather than later at the top. So essentially, I was assuming more risk by taking the trade here and entering the position at the low of the bull flag. so I could get this profit margin right here stacked on top of this profit margin right here. Does that make sense? So that's all it took, guys. 1, 2, 3, about 4 minutes worth of trading, $1,000 right off the bat. Great trade. We actually entered this position later on for another almost like 15-20% profit, but you know, that profit right there was nowhere near what I took off the initial entry here, and that is all that I have, right? So simple kind of breakdown. Glad I took profits into strength, because this is what happens when you don't, right? So unless you're entering this multiple times, which we knew 130 was the support point, so maybe an entry could have been taken here for this move up. Maybe an entry could have been taken around this price point here for this move up. Multiple ways to trade this ticker today. I prefer to get in, take my profits, and get out, right? It's very rare that as a retail trader you will catch the entirety of a move. So you want to be in and out, and at least from my standpoint, I want to be in and out as quick as possible with as much profits as possible, capitalize on the fast moves, and not expand my exposure to all of the things going on in the market, right? That's just extra risk, unnecessary risk that I don't need to be around for. I just want to get in, make my money on the pop, get out. So that move right there, that's all it took. One little 5-minute candle for the pop up to the highs, and that was the $1,000 trade on ticker FSLY. I hope that this video has helped you out, guys. I know that I sound like a broken record sometimes repeating this stuff, but hopefully it's embedding it into your mind so that the next time you see a setup that's trading at the all-time highs and has a clear line of resistance, you will take that trade, or you will at least see the opportunity that's being presented once that line of resistance is broken, and you'll capitalize on it and be able to make some money. Thank you, guys. Drop me a like if you liked the video. Let me know in the comments section if you want me to do anything specific for you, any video breakdowns, and I will do that. And I'll see you all in chat. Thank you for your time.